South Africa is a land of breathtaking natural and cultural wonders, offering an extraordinary blend of landscapes, wildlife, history, and vibrant traditions. One of its most iconic landmarks is Table Mountain, a flat top mountain that dominates the Cape Town skyline. This UNESCO World Heritage Site is home to an incredible diversity of plant life, with thousands of species found nowhere else on Earth. The view from the top, accessible via cable car or hiking trails, offers a stunning panorama of the city, the Atlantic Ocean, and the Cape Peninsula. Another natural marvel is the Blyde River Canyon, the third largest canyon in the world and one of the greenest, with lush subtropical vegetation and striking rock formations such as the Three Rondavels and Burke's Luck potholes. South Africa is also home to one of the world's most famous wildlife reserves, Kruger National Park, a vast sanctuary that protects the Big Five: lion, elephant, buffalo, leopard, and rhinoceros, along with hundreds of other species of mammals, birds, and reptiles. For marine enthusiasts, Gans Bay is known as the Great White Shark Capital of the World, where visitors can experience thrilling shark cage diving. The country's coastline also hosts the Sardine Run, an annual migration of billions of sardines that attracts a feeding frenzy of dolphins, whales, sharks, and seabirds. In the eastern part of the country, the Drakensberg Mountains rise dramatically, offering breathtaking scenery, cascading waterfalls, and some of the best preserved ancient sand rock art. Along South Africa's scenic garden route, travelers encounter pristine beaches, dense forests, and awe-inspiring geological formations, including the Storms River Mouth Suspension Bridge in Tsitsikamma National Park. South Africa's rich history is also reflected in Robben Island, where Nelson Mandela was imprisoned for 18 years, now a symbol of resilience and the fight for democracy. The Kango Caves in the Karoo region provide a glimpse into the country's subterranean wonders, with vast chambers and intricate limestone formations that are millions of years old. The Isimangaliso Wetland Park, another UNESCO-listed site, boasts diverse ecosystems, from coral reefs and coastal dunes to swamps and savannas, supporting an abundance of wildlife, including hippos, crocodiles, and endangered sea turtles. Further north, the Augerbees Falls cascade dramatically down rugged cliffs on the Orange River, creating a spectacular natural display. In the vast and arid Kalahari Desert, the Galagadi Transfrontier Park showcases red sand dunes and unique wildlife such as black-maned lions and oryx. South Africa's Cape winelands are famous for their world-class vineyards and breathtaking landscapes, with historic towns like Stellenbosch and Franschhoek offering some of the best wine cuisine experiences. Finally, the remote, wild coast of the Eastern Cape, with its rugged cliffs, unspoiled beaches, and the iconic hole-in-the-wall rock formation, provides an untouched paradise rich in Xhosa culture and traditions. From its remarkable biodiversity to its deep cultural and historical roots, South Africa stands as a land of endless wonders, waiting to be explored. Beyond its natural beauty, South Africa is also a country of immense cultural richness and historical depth, offering visitors a deep dive into traditions, heritage, and resilience. The country's indigenous cultures, particularly the Zulu, Xhosa, Sotho, Swana, and San peoples, have contributed to the rich tapestry of South African heritage, with their languages, dances, music, and art remaining an integral part of the nation's identity. In KwaZulu-Natal, travelers can explore the historic Battlefields route, where key conflicts such as the Anglo-Zulu War and the Anglo-Boer War were fought. Sites like Azandawana and Rorke's Drift bring history to life, recounting tales of bravery, conquest, and resistance. One of the country's most unique attractions is the Cradle of Humankind, a UNESCO World Heritage Site located near Johannesburg. This region is home to some of the oldest human fossils ever discovered, including the famous Australopithecus africanus specimens, which provide vital clues about human evolution. Visitors can explore the Sterkfontein Caves, where these fossils were unearthed, and learn about our shared ancestry in the interactive visitor center. The vibrancy of South Africa's cities adds another dimension to its wonders. Johannesburg, the country's economic hub, is a city of contrasts where towering skyscrapers stand alongside neighborhoods rich in history, such as Soweto, where Nelson Mandela and Desmond Tutu once lived. The Apartheid Museum offers a moving and educational journey through South Africa's struggle for freedom and democracy. Meanwhile, Cape Town, often regarded as one of the most beautiful cities in the world, offers a blend of natural and urban marvels, from the stunning beaches of Clifton and Camps Bay to the colorful streets of Bo-Kaap, known for its Cape Malay culture and delicious cuisine. Further south, the Cape of Good Hope, often mistakenly believed to be the southernmost point of Africa, a title that belongs to Cape Agulhas, is a place of rugged beauty where the Atlantic and Indian Oceans meet. This dramatic peninsula is home to diverse wildlife, including baboons, ostriches, and the famous African penguins of Boulders Beach, who have captivated visitors with their charming waddles along the sandy shores. For those seeking a deeper connection with nature, South Africa's lesser-known national parks provide an off-the-beaten-path experience. Addo Elephant National Park, located near Port Elizabeth, is a haven for over 600 elephants, as well as rhinos, lions, and the rare flightless dung beetle. In the remote northern Cape, the Richtersveld Transfrontier Park offers a surreal desert landscape home to the indigenous Nama people and their semi-nomadic lifestyle, as well as the striking quiver tree forests. Another seasonal wonder is the Namakwaland flower bloom, an awe-inspiring natural phenomenon where the normally arid landscape of the Northern Cape transforms into a carpet of wildflowers in spring. This explosion of color featuring daisies, succulents, and lilies attracts nature lovers and photographers from all over the world. South Africa's adventure tourism is just as impressive as its landscapes. The country is home to the world's highest commercial bungee jump at Blue Crans Bridge, measuring a staggering 216 meters, 709 feet. For those who prefer a more relaxed adventure, the scenic panorama route in Mpumalanga offers breathtaking views of waterfalls, dramatic cliffs, and scenic vistas such as God's Window, named for its seemingly endless view of the lush Lowveld below. As the sun sets over South Africa's landscapes, the country's skies offer yet another wonder: stargazing in the Karoo. This semi-arid region is home to the Southern African Large Telescope, SALT, one of the world's most powerful optical telescopes. Here, far from city lights, visitors can witness the Milky Way in all its glory, with clear, star-filled skies stretching across the horizon. Whether exploring its majestic wildlife, historic landmarks, cultural sites, or breathtaking coastlines, South Africa is a land of boundless wonders, offering experiences that leave an indelible mark on all who visit. With its unique blend of natural splendor, deep history, and vibrant modern energy, it is truly a country like no other, inviting exploration and discovery at every turn. South Africa's wonders extend beyond its landscapes and history to its vibrant people, culinary delights, and thriving art scene, making it a country rich in sensory experiences. The nation's multicultural heritage is reflected in its cuisine, which combines indigenous African flavors with influences from Dutch, Indian, Malaysian, and British traditions. One of the most famous South African dishes is braai, a traditional barbecue that is more than just a meal. It is a cultural experience where families and friends gather to grill meats like boerewors, a spice sausage, lamb chops, and chicken, often served with pap, a maize-based porridge, and chakalaka, a spicy vegetable relish. The Cape Malay cuisine of Cape Town's Bo-Kaap neighborhood introduces visitors to fragrant curries, samosas, and the beloved bobotie, a spiced minced meat dish topped with an egg-based layer. For those with a sweet tooth, koksters, a deep-fried syrup-drenched pastry, and milk tart, a creamy cinnamon-infused dessert, are must-tries. South Africa's wines are world-renowned, and the Cape Winelands produce some of the finest varieties, including Pinotage, a uniquely South African red wine. Wine tasting in Stellenbosch, Franschhoek, or Parel is not just about the drink. It's an experience of pairing exquisite flavors with stunning vineyard views and centuries-old Cape Dutch architecture. The arts and music scene in South Africa is just as diverse as its people. Johannesburg's Maboneng precinct and Cape Town's Woodstock district have become hubs of creativity, with vibrant street art, contemporary galleries, and cultural markets showcasing local talent. The country is known for its rich musical heritage, from the traditional rhythms of Maskandi and Marabi to the global success of Kwaito and Amapiano. genres that blend house music with African beats. International stars like Miriam Makeba, Hugh Masekela, and Ladysmith Black Mambazo have carried South Africa's musical influence worldwide, while modern artists continue to innovate and shape global music trends. In addition to its creative vibrancy, South Africa's commitment to conservation is a wonder in itself. The country has played a crucial role in wildlife protection, particularly in its efforts to save endangered species such as the rhinoceros and African penguin. Reserves like Lulue Mfolozi Park in KwaZulu-Natal were instrumental in bringing the white rhino back from near extinction, and dedicated sanctuaries like the Boulders Beach Penguin Colony ensure the survival of the adorable African penguins. South Africa is also home to one of the world's most ambitious rewilding projects. Gondwana Game Reserve and Shamwari Private Game Reserve offer visitors a chance to see conservation in action, with efforts to rehabilitate cheetahs, lions, and elephants into their natural environments. Additionally, marine reserves along the coast protect fragile coral reefs, seal colonies, and the annual migration of humpback whales, making it one of the best destinations for whale watching, particularly in Hermanus, known for its cliffside viewpoints and the annual Whale Festival. The country's spiritual and healing traditions are another hidden wonder. Traditional healers, or sangomas, have played a central role in South African communities for centuries, using herbal medicine, divination, and ancestral connections to treat ailments and provide guidance. Visitors interested in holistic healing can explore wellness retreats in the Drakensberg or Cedarburg Mountains, where indigenous knowledge blends with modern relaxation techniques in breathtaking natural settings. A visit to South Africa's rural villages, such as those in the Eastern Cape or Limpopo, offers a glimpse into traditional ways of life that have remained unchanged for generations. The Venda people of Limpopo, for example, have a deep spiritual connection to Lake Fundudzi, a sacred body of water said to be home to ancestral spirits. Similarly, the Xhosa and Zulu communities maintain initiation rites and storytelling traditions that preserve their cultural heritage and pass wisdom from one generation to the next. For adventurers seeking the ultimate challenge, summiting Mafadi, South Africa's highest peak in the Drakensberg, or embarking on the Otter Trail, a 5-day coastal hike along the rugged Tsitsikamma shoreline, provides unforgettable encounters with raw, untouched wilderness. Meanwhile, the Great Karoo, an expansive semi-desert region, offers a different kind of adventure. Its stark beauty, vast open skies, and fossil-rich landscapes tell the story of prehistoric South Africa when dinosaurs once roamed the land. Even beneath the surface, South Africa holds wonders waiting to be discovered. The country is home to some of the world's best cave diving sites, such as Bozeman's Gat, a deep-water sinkhole popular among technical divers. Offshore, shipwreck diving along the Cape of Storms unveils the remnants of centuries-old vessels claimed by the treacherous waters. As night falls, South Africa's cities come alive in a different way. Cape Town's Victoria and Alfred waterfront transforms into a lively hub of restaurants, live music, and open-air markets, while Johannesburg's Newtown and Sandton districts pulse with nightlife, from jazz lounges to rooftop bars offering dazzling skyline views. From the peaks of the Drakensberg to the depths of its oceans, from the echoes of ancient history to the beat of modern culture, South Africa is a country of endless fascination. It is a place where nature, history, and humanity converge to create something truly extraordinary. Whether exploring its bustling cities, tranquil landscapes, or vibrant communities, every corner of South Africa holds a story, waiting to be uncovered and cherished. South Africa's wonders are not just found in its landscapes, wildlife, and cultural heritage, but also in its people's resilience, traditions, and innovation. The country's past, shaped by centuries of struggle and triumph, has given rise to a spirit of unity and progress that continues to inspire visitors. One of the most remarkable aspects of South Africa is its journey from apartheid to democracy, a transformation that has been symbolized by figures such as Nelson Mandela, Desmond Tutu, and many other freedom fighters. Sites like Constitution Hill in Johannesburg, once a notorious prison, now serve as a beacon of human rights and justice. The Apartheid Museum, also in Johannesburg, offers a sobering yet powerful look at the nation's history and its path toward reconciliation. The diversity of South Africa is reflected in its 11 official languages, each carrying a unique identity and cultural significance. The country's linguistic variety can be experienced in daily life, from the rhythmic clicks of Xhosa to the poetic storytelling of Zulu and the Dutch influenced Afrikaans, which weaves through the nation's literature and media. In bustling urban centers, English serves as a unifying language, making communication easy for visitors. But those who take the time to learn a few words in a local language are often met with warm smiles and appreciation. Beyond history and language, South Africa's festivals and celebrations are an integral part of its charm. The country comes alive with events such as the Cape Town Jazz Festival, which attracts international musicians and jazz lovers from around the world, and the National Arts Festival in Makhanda, Grahamstown, a massive showcase of theater, dance, and music. The Knysna Oyster Festival, held along the Garden Route, is a seafood lover's dream, while the Zulu Reed Dance is a mesmerizing cultural spectacle where thousands of young women dressed in traditional attire participate in a ceremonial dance before the Zulu king. South Africa is also a global leader in ecotourism, offering visitors the opportunity to experience nature responsibly while supporting conservation efforts. Many lodges and game reserves focus on sustainable tourism, ensuring that wildlife is protected and local communities benefit from tourism revenue. Visitors can engage in voluntourism, where they participate in activities such as elephant rehabilitation, rhino tracking, or marine conservation projects that safeguard sea turtles along the country's Indian Ocean coastline. For those seeking unique and thrilling experiences, South Africa offers adventures that go beyond the ordinary. The Sani Pass, a dramatic mountain road linking South Africa to the Kingdom of Lesotho, is a must for off-road enthusiasts, offering breathtaking views and a chance to visit the highest pub in Africa at Sani Top. In the Northern Cape, travelers can embark on a hot air balloon ride over the Kalahari, floating above its golden dunes at sunrise, or take part in an authentic desert safari, guided by sand trackers who share their deep knowledge of survival in one of the world's harshest environments. Another surreal experience is a visit to the Hogsback region in the Eastern Cape, said to have inspired J.R.R. Tolkien's Middle-earth. This mystical destination, with its misty forests, cascading waterfalls, and whimsical landscapes, feels like stepping into a fantasy world. The Amatola Mountains, which surround Hogsback, are home to lush indigenous forests and ancient trees, including the Big Tree, a towering yellowwood estimated to be over 800 years old. South Africa's coastline is equally mesmerizing. The wild coast, with its untouched beaches, hidden lagoons, and dramatic cliffs, is a paradise for hikers and those seeking solitude. The Sunshine Coast, stretching from Port Elizabeth to East London, offers warm waters and golden beaches perfect for surfing and swimming. In the West Coast National Park transforms into a floral wonderland each spring as colorful wildflowers blanket the landscape, attracting nature lovers and photographers. South Africa's commitment to space exploration and science is another often overlooked wonder. The South African Astronomical Observatory and the Square Kilometre Array (SKA) project, one of the world's largest radio telescope projects, position the country as a leader in astronomical research. The clear, unpolluted skies of the Karoo and Sutherland make for world-class stargazing experiences, where the Southern Hemisphere's constellations, including the famous Southern Cross, shine with unparalleled clarity. As the country moves forward, it continues to embrace technology and urban innovation while preserving its deep-rooted cultural heritage. Modern shopping districts like Sandton City in Johannesburg or the V&A waterfront in Cape Town offer luxury and entertainment, while local markets such as Neighbor Goods Market in Johannesburg and Old Biscuit Mill in Cape Town celebrate South African craftsmanship, from handmade jewelry to African-inspired fashion and street food. From its ancient landscapes and majestic wildlife to its vibrant cities and rich cultural experiences, South Africa is a land where history meets modernity, where adventure meets relaxation, and where every traveler can find something that speaks to their soul. It is a country that does not just offer sights to see, but stories to experience, stories of resilience, of breathtaking natural beauty, of rich traditions, and of people who embody the warmth and spirit of the Rainbow Nation. Whether visiting for the first time or returning for yet another adventure, South Africa continues to reveal new layers of its wonder, making it a destination that captivates and inspires all who set foot on its extraordinary soil. South Africa's wonders seem to have no end, revealing a country that is not only breathtakingly beautiful, but also deeply complex and endlessly fascinating. From the roar of lions across the savannah to the laughter of children in a township street, from the crashing waves of the Atlantic to the silent beauty of the Kalahari Dunes, every moment spent in this land is a sensory and emotional journey. One of South Africa's most remarkable aspects is its ability to preserve its ancient past while embracing the future. Take, for instance, the Mapungubwe National Park, a UNESCO World Heritage Site that was once home to an advanced African kingdom in the 13th century. This forgotten civilization, which thrived long before European contact, left behind fascinating relics, including the famous golden rhino figurine, symbolizing power and prestige. Nearby, the Limpopo River carves through a landscape of towering baobab trees, some of which are thousands of years old and have witnessed the rise and fall of entire cultures. Equally impressive is the Golden Gate Highlands National Park, where vast sandstone cliffs glow in shades of gold and amber under the African sun. This region, nestled in the Free State, offers a stark contrast to the dense green forests of the Tsitsikamma, or the rolling vineyards of the Cape Winelands. Hikers in this park can explore ancient rock shelters adorned with sand paintings, a reminder of the first inhabitants of this land who lived in harmony with nature. The people of South Africa are as diverse as the landscapes they call home. In the rural Venda region, sacred sites such as Lake Fundudzi and the Thathi Vondo Forest are steeped in myth and legend, offering visitors a rare glimpse into a culture that has preserved its spiritual traditions for centuries. The Zulu kingdom, once ruled by the great warrior king Shaka Zulu, continues to celebrate its heritage through dramatic reenactments of battles, traditional ceremonies, and the famous royal reed dance, a dazzling display of unity and pride. For those drawn to the ocean, South Africa's coastal ecosystems provide some of the best marine encounters on the planet. The Isimangaliso Wetland Park, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, boasts not only pristine beaches and estuaries, but also hippo-filled lakes and dense mangrove forests teeming with birdlife. Aliwal Shoal and Protea Banks, two world-class diving sites, allow experienced divers to swim alongside hammerhead sharks, ragged-toothed sharks, and vibrant coral reefs bursting with marine life. Further along the wild coast, travelers can find one of South Africa's most spectacular geological wonders, the Hole in the Wall. This towering rock formation, shaped by centuries of ocean waves, holds deep spiritual significance for the local Xhosa people. Nearby, the Bulungula Eco Lodge, owned and run by the local community, offers an authentic experience of rural Xhosa life where visitors can learn about traditional fishing, beadwork, and village customs while staying in eco-friendly huts overlooking the Indian Ocean. While nature provides its own magic, South Africa's cities are hubs of creativity and resilience. Durban, with its golden beaches and warm subtropical climate, is a melting pot of cultures, particularly influenced by its large Indian community, the largest outside of India. The city's vibrant Victoria Street Market offers a feast for the senses with fragrant spices, handmade crafts, and sizzling street food like bunny chow, a uniquely South African dish consisting of hollowed out bread filled with spicy curry. Further inland, Pretoria, the administrative capital, is known for its jacaranda-lined streets, which burst into a sea of purple every spring. This city is also home to the imposing Union Buildings, where Nelson Mandela was inaugurated as South Africa's first democratically elected president in 1994. Meanwhile, Bloemfontein, known as the City of Roses, exudes a slower pace of life, with historical sites such as the Anglo-Boer War Museum and tranquil gardens offering a peaceful retreat from urban hustle. The journey through South Africa is also a journey through time. Fossil-rich sites like the Karoo reveal the prehistoric past of this land with remains of ancient reptiles that predate even the dinosaurs. In contrast, The country is at the forefront of cutting edge scientific discovery, hosting the Square Kilometer Array, SKA, the world's largest radio telescope, which will allow astronomers to study the origins of the universe from the remote desert landscapes of the Northern Cape. Perhaps the greatest wonder of all is the spirit of South Africa itself. This is a country that has faced immense challenges, yet continues to rise, innovate, and welcome the world with open arms. Whether in the form of a grandmother sharing stories in a rural village, a young entrepreneur transforming a township with technology, or a conservationist dedicating their life to protecting endangered species, South Africa's people embody the resilience, warmth, and hope that make this country truly extraordinary. From sunrise safaris in Kruger National Park to sunset strolls along the Cape's white sand beaches, from the pulsing rhythms of Johannesburg's nightlife to the quiet majesty of the Drakensberg Peaks, South Africa is a place that stays with you long after you leave. It is a land of endless discovery, where each visit unveils new layers of wonder, and every traveler becomes part of its unfolding story. South Africa is a land of breathtaking diversity, offering everything from vast deserts and lush forests to towering mountains and pristine coastlines. Its natural wonders include the Blyde River Canyon, the Drakensberg Mountains, and the Kalahari Desert, while its wildlife thrives in places like Kruger National Park and Isimangaliso Wetland Park. Rich in history and culture, South Africa tells the stories of ancient sand rock art, the rise and fall of African kingdoms like Mapungubwe, and the struggles and triumphs of leaders such as Nelson Mandela. Vibrant townships like Soweto pulse with energy, while cities such as Cape Town, Durban, and Johannesburg blend modern innovation with deep rooted traditions. Adventure seekers can dive with great white sharks, hike the amphitheater, or experience the sardine run, while food lovers enjoy everything from bunny chow to world class wines from the Cape winelands. Sustainable tourism flourishes with conservation efforts protecting rhinos, whales, and delicate ecosystems. Ultimately, South Africa is more than a destination, it's a profound experience. From the golden glow of the Cedarburg Mountains to the rhythmic beats of Zulu drums, it captivates the heart and calls visitors back time and time again.